Bonjour tout le monde! So in this video, I'm going to help you survive the grocery store. So if you're a little bit nervous doing your groceries in French, well, I'm here to help. Bonjour tout le monde, and welcome back to Learn French with Nat. So in this video, we're going to go over words that you would see or that you would hear or you need to use at a grocery store, okay? So if you're unsure on how you do your groceries or how to interact or things to say, stick around and we'll go over them in this video. So there's quite a few words I'm going to go through today, so stick around with me to practice them. And I'm also going to have a bonus video this week, which is going to be a listening exercise where we're going to use the words that we reviewed today, and I'm going to put them in a video where I'm going to go over a conversation somebody would have at a cash register. So it'll be a listening exercise. I'll put the text up and you guys can listen to me reading through the conversation, and it'll be really based on the words that we're reviewing today. Okay? So let's get into it. So the first word today is faire l'épicerie. This is doing the groceries, okay? Faire l'épicerie. But it comes a little bit fast. Faire l'épicerie. That's how it sounds, okay? Faire l'épicerie. There's really no emphasis on the se, épicerie. We don't emphasize that at all. It becomes almost silent. So it's faire l'épicerie. Je m'en vais faire l'épicerie. Okay? Very typical Quebec way of saying this as well, and mostly in Canada too. You wouldn't hear this in Europe so much. You would say faire la commande. Faire la commande. It's another way of saying doing groceries. It's just more typical of our area, okay? Faire la commande. So if I'm actually saying that, I'm going to use faire la commande. I wouldn't typically say faire l'épicerie. It's fine, but typically I would use faire la commande. Je m'en vais faire ma commande. I'm going to do my groceries. Je m'en vais faire ma commande. Okay? That's how I would say it. All right, let's move on. La caisse. The cash. La caisse. Okay? You guys got to remember, I'm using Canadian French, so the accent's a little bit different than the European. So it sounds like la caisse. La caisse. Okay? The cashier. So depending if it's a man or a woman, we'll use either masculine or feminine. So masculine would be le caissier. Le caissier. If it's a woman, you would use feminine. You would say la caissière. La caissière. Okay? So the bag boy or the grocery clerk, the person that puts your stuff in your bag when you're at the cash, would be le commis. Le commis. Le commis d'épicerie. Okay? Or if it's a girl, you could say la commise d'épicerie. La commise. Your grocery basket. So your grocery basket is le panier. Le panier. Le panier d'épicerie. Le panier d'épicerie. So a bag that you put your groceries in, c'est un sac. Un sac. So you can have un sac en plastique, a plastic bag. Un sac en papier is a paper bag. Or un sac réutilisable. That's a reusable bag that you bring with you for the groceries, which is very good for the environment, by the way, and I highly encourage it. So you say réutilisable. 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 So let's go over all three of them again, okay? Un sac en plastique, un sac en papier ou un sac réutilisable. Okay? J'ai apporté mes sacs réutilisables. Okay? Aliments, les aliments. There's a liaison, that's why there's the z sound. The les drags onto aliments. I'll do another video on that. So it's les aliments. Okay? To pay. Pay is payer. 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 Okay? Credit card. A credit card is une carte de crédit. Une carte de crédit. A little bit faster would be une carte de crédit. une carte de crédit. Une carte de crédit. Okay? Debit card. Carte de débit. Une carte de débit. Okay? Everything's a bit fast. Practice it slow, and then we speed it up. Une carte de débit. Une carte de débit. Okay? Cash, to pay cash. Cash is comptant. Comptant. Okay, the P silent. Comptant. Je vais payer. I'm going to pay. Je vais payer comptant. Okay? Like a point card you would get at the grocery store would be une carte de points or une carte de récompense. Une carte de points, or une carte de récompense. Récompense. Une carte de récompense. Okay? When you want to tap your card on a card reader, you'd say taper. Tu peux taper ta carte. Taper. Okay? A card reader in French, there's different ways of saying it, but what I typically hear at the grocery store is un lecteur de carte. Lecteur de carte. Lecteur de carte. Tu peux taper ta carte sur le lecteur de carte. Okay? You can tap your card on the card reader. Okay? All right, the next word. Scan. When the cashier scans an item. So, in Montreal, we often use the word scan, okay? It's an English word that we kind of use in French. So, somebody would say, est-ce que je peux scanner ton article? Can I scan your article? It's not proper French, but it's very often used. If you wanted the proper word in French, which we use in offices when we scan documents, like at my office, we would use the proper word. That word is the verb numériser. Numériser. Je vais numériser mon document. I'm going to scan my document. Je vais numériser mon document. Numériser. However, we use scan a lot too, okay? Je vais scanner. We kind of turn it into a French word, kind of. Scanner. Scan, okay? So to insert your card in the card reader, you would say, insérez votre carte. Insérer. Insérer is insert. Insérer. Okay? NIP. So NIP is your passcode or your password. So if the cashier says, tu peux entrer ton NIP, you can enter your password. And NIP is actually an acronym, okay? It's an acronym for Numéro d'identification personnelle. Numéro d'identification personnelle, which is personal identification number. But that's way too long, so we always use NIP. Tu peux entrer ton NIP, okay? Or a cashier could say, tu peux entrer ton code, your code, or ton mot de passe. Mot de passe is password. Mot de passe. But usually they say NIP because it's a number, okay? All right. A flyer. So a flyer is circulaire. 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 Okay? All right, so this is the sections you're going to see posted around the grocery store. These are the words you would see if you're looking for certain items. You're looking for, frozen foods or meats or vegetables. So these are the signs you would see. So the first one is meat and poultry. So meat and poultry is viande et volaille. Viande is meat. Viande et volaille. Volaille. Okay, there's an I sound at the end. Viande et volaille. Okay? Fish and seafood is poisson et fruits de mer. Fruits de mer is seafood, okay? The direct translation is fruit of the sea. So it's fruits de mer, but we say it a little bit quick, so it's poisson et fruits de mer. Okay? So we don't typically say fruits de mer. You say it fast, fruits de mer. Okay? That's tough. Fruits de mer, fruits de mer. Woo, we talk too fast, I have to admit. Est-ce que tu as des fruits de mer? Do you have seafood? All right? So you don't have to speak fast like this. You can say your words as slowly as you want, but I'd like you to recognize the sound or recognize what it would sound like for a fast-speaking French person so you can at least recognize the words. Doesn't mean you have to speak like that, okay? I just want you to get used to the sound. All right, let's keep going. Fruits and vegetables is fruits et légumes. Fruits et légumes. Fruits et légumes. Okay? Dairy products and eggs. Œuf is a tricky word because singular it's un œuf, one egg, but when it's plural, you say des œufs. You don't say the F at the end, it becomes des œufs. So produits laitiers et œufs. Okay? So that's how it should be. It should be produits laitiers et œufs. Okay? Not F, because F would be for one. Okay? So les produits laitiers et œufs. So the canned goods section would be des produits en conserve. Produits en conserve. Conserve is canned, so produits en conserve. Okay? Frozen products, c'est des produits surgelés. Des produits surgelés. Des produits surgelés. Okay? Refrigerated products would be des produits réfrigérés. Produits réfrigérés. Réfrigérés. Des produits réfrigérés. The deli and cheese section is la charcuterie et fromage. Deli is charcuterie, charcuterie et fromage. La charcuterie et fromage. Okay? And the last word in this list for today is baked goods, the bakery. So the bakery is la boulangerie. Boulangerie. And that's definitely my favorite section in a grocery store, the smell of the breads, la boulangerie, okay? So slowly is boulangerie, but when we say it at a normal pace, some of the middle words get kind of smushed together, so it sounds like la boulangerie, boulangerie, la boulangerie, okay? If you guys found this video helpful, give me a thumbs up, and don't forget to subscribe and hit that bell to get notified for when my next video comes out. Especially this week because I'm going to have a bonus video where we're going to have a conversation at the grocery store using all the words that we saw today, okay? I'm putting in a separate video so my video doesn't become too long. It's going to be a listening video, okay? Thanks for stopping by and I'll see you in the next video. Merci beaucoup les amis!